What does it say about this team? I mean, you're playing the number 6 national seed on its home field. You're down 4 runs. You're minus one of your better hitters who was injured during the game, yet you're still able to pull this off.
Yeah, that's big time by our team. Everyone's prepared. Cole Moore, like you said, is one of our best dudes, and seeing him go down was definitely tough.
I remember going back to the hotel room and later that night, Cole Moore's my roommate, and he gave me his glove. He's like, hey, you're probably gonna be there tomorrow. Hey, like, you gotta go.
When I got injured in the regional, I thought like maybe 4 to 5 days off, I'll be good. And the injury stayed there, so I was like, can't swing righty, can't run 100%.
A 2-run shot has given the Patriots an early 2-0 lead. Robleski has staked the Patriots now to a 3-2 lead on the very first pitch. The 3-1 pitch, here it comes. Ball 4, we're tied at 3.
This is the guy you pick 100 times out of 100 to try and get it done.
Lynn goes the opposite way, right center field, chasing it, and it is down in front of the center fielder board. Here comes the tying run. Robleski is safe at home without a throw. Glenn has tied it at 4 in the top of the 9th.
Keckley ready, the 3-2 pitch, a fly ball down the right field line, a long run for Robleski to the track, to the fence, so long! So long! A game-winning walk-off homer for Garrett Forrester inside the foul pole in right field. The Beavers win it 5-4.
You know, honestly, and I watched that video probably 20 times of the last swing. I knew, 1, as a leader, but 2, as a teammate, me dwelling on it and bringing it into the winner-take-all game the next day wasn't going to benefit anybody.
Tomorrow's going to be awesome because we're going to put it all together. It's going to be a total team. We're going to show them how we have zero fear and we just compete.
I'm glad
they will punch us, and that's great because they're going to see you can never, ever knock us down.
You know, all year we'd come back, we'd bounce back. You know, that goes back to being in the locker room down there under the stadium and having COVID hit us in the middle of the year. It's like we came back stronger, and after that loss, we're like, oh, we're coming back tomorrow and we're getting it done.
Start by saying this, there was never a doubt in my mind that we had the capability of coming back. We had done it so many times in the year and faced so much adversity early on that it felt like everything had prepared us for that moment.
And the Beavers strike first. It's 1-0. 1-2, Arnold comes home, slider blocked. The runner's going to take off. The ball gets towards third. Boulware's throw sails into left field. Now the runner moves up to third base. That ball nearly got thrown away. It is 3-0. The wheels are starting to shoot off for the Patriots here. It's danger time in the 3rd inning.
This is how it's going to go down. You know, I think that was the whole thought. And then Craig actually brought us together in the dugout. And he's like, we've been through way too much to just roll over right here.
Trailing 5-0, and a curveball is hit high and deep into left field, and the Pats are in the ball game. A 2-run home run from Ryan Robleski, who has been in a zone this week.
Getting ready in the pen, I knew that if I could just throw up a 0, I was just thinking 1, just give it 1 inning, give us a chance. It's crazy how you can transition from momentum on defense and put it right into the at-bats at the plate, and that's what we did.
We know as a staff, if we hold them just like Zane did, we're gonna be just fine.
So I walked, River walked.
I just walked, bases loaded, we're still down big.
So I'm at third, they make a pitching change. And Fitz was like, all right, you gotta be ready for anything in the third.
Benny comes up to the plate, and I remember I was talking to their first baseman, and he asked me, he was like, can this kid get the fastball? And I was like, yeah, he can get it.
Andrew Benefield will come to the plate here with the bases loaded, 2 outs, down 5-2. And the first pitch, Benny swings and hits it deep to left field. Oh my God! Grand slam! Home run!
Benefield swings and drills it deep to left field. A grand slam!
Horner heroics have come to Lupton Stadium.
I was in second base and just whenever it hit the bat, I looked to third and Sosa just turned around with his hands in the air.
I step on home plate and immediately River steps on home plate right after me.
He came in with a fastball and I turned on it, felt like everything was happening in slow motion.
Yeah, that totally just shifted the momentum of the game. I mean, we had a 3-run lead at that point. But I was like, I'm just gonna let this sucker eat when I get in there, man.
Dominic Hamill is in that Patriot pin right now. 0-1. Here's pitch to Town. He swings and hits one high in the air, pretty deep to right field. Wade Meckler's at the track. He's at the wall, looking up. It's gonna go! Insurance runs don't come any bigger than that. 8-5 Patriots in the 8th inning.
I turned around and it said 98 on the scoreboard. I was like, oh, this kid has no chance.
DBU trying to end it right here. Ground ball to short. Jones has got it. Short way to second, and DBU has won the Fort Worth Regional. This magical season continues. The Pats are moving on to the Supers.
A Texas-sized comeback.
Everything that we went through, like, it was all worth it at that point. You know, getting through that regional, beating the number 6 team in the nation, TCU, beating Oregon State, national champions in 2018.
You know, to flip it and to have, you know, 2 starters injured at the same time, like that is the Patriot way. We won this sucker the Patriot way. This season it's the Patriot way. Couldn't be more proud of you guys. Give me a big time blowout. Awesome job.
Do we belong? You guys know and believe like we deserve to be where we're at. Don't change anything. Don't try to add to anything. It's what we are is good enough. Our approach is good enough. Your stuff is good enough. All those things, they're good enough.
About to get on the plane, South Carolina, excited, super regional. Got all the guys behind me. How are you guys today? Good. Coach Heath, in one word, how would you describe this team so far this season?
One word.
One word.
Let's see. Gotta pick this one wisely.
As you can see, it's very hard. We're a very interesting team.
Early on, the one word was perplexing.
Pegasus.
But now the one word is amazing.
Amazing. Amazing. You love to see it.
Playing against Virginia, a great program historically. I think they won it back in 15. We knew we were in for a good series.
For us, it was just another 3-game weekend series. You got to win 2 out of 3 and you move on. If you don't, then you go home.
16 teams are left standing across the nation, and today the road to the College World Series continues as number 13 DBU and number 14 Virginia meeting Game 1 of the Columbia Super Regional on a beautiful day at Founders Park in Columbia, South Carolina. He goes deep left field. Tappan looks up. 2-0 Pats. Here comes Glenn, and the Patriots could not have started better. Line drive over Glenn into right center field. Is going to score 1, now 2. Here comes the third run around. Teal being waved. The throw coming in. Ortiz has got a bases clearing 3-run double. And Virginia now has a 5-2 lead and a 5 spot in the top of the 5th.
And you see how fast things can change in baseball, especially in postseason baseball. You get to see that.
Fly ball struck well, right center field. Teal back at the wall. Tie game! Andre Sosa on a 3-1 pitch with 2 outs. Takes it out of the yard. Sosa rounds the bases, and we start over at 5 in the bottom of the 6th.
2-0, Benny swings and hits one high in the air to right field. Going back is Teal, at the track, at the wall, goodbye! Benny barrels, does it again!
We're now going to the top of the 9th, and they are clearing the stadium.
They get the tarp out, the rain, the skies have not opened up, but lightning within about 5 miles or so. Per NCAA rules, they have got to shut it down.
That first game where we were up and we had a 4-hour rain delay, it's like, all right, what's new? Like, this is the kind of stuff that's been happening to us all year.